Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. All right. It's Anne-Marie with the Goddess Gold for this week for the full moon Capricorn. It's been a minute since I've done a video, so I figured I would check in. The eclipse energy kind of like wiped me out. There was like a few weeks straight where I just like couldn't stop crying. So anybody that had like mutable signs like Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo. If you had any of those signs, like you were probably really affected by the last couple of weeks. Hey there. So with us moving into Cancer season right now, we are going into more of like emotional waters. This is bringing up themes of like home, mother, protection, nurturing, boundaries, how we're perceived in our home life versus how we want to be perceived in our public life. With the Capricorn full moon coming up, that's like father time, structure, foundation, spiritual roots, soul purpose, how we're perceived in the greater good, how we're of service of the community. So there's a lot of going back and forth right now. There's also themes of like money and abundance, or being too structured, too limited. And then with the full moon, anything is always illuminated during this time. It's like secrets will be revealed. Anything that was hidden before always comes out with the full moon. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a pick a card reading. Okay. We're going to do the resin Buddhas, the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Or we're going to do the separarían dragon egg. If you're catching this on the recording, it's going to be, the messages are timeless, okay? When you're meant to find the message will find you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some deep breaths, and you can choose one of these two items here, the Buddhas or the dragon egg, and then what we'll do is we'll get into the reading. It's a collective reading, so it's gonna be for whoever's watching it. So not all of it's gonna fit you totally. Take what fits, and then the rest just leave it. You'll know it fits you when you get chills, or you know in your gut, you get a little teary-eyed, whatever the case may be. You'll know the message is for you when you hear it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and take a few deep breaths, in through our nose, out through our mouth. Try to clear the mind, and then focus on one of these two, okay? We have the resin Buddhas or the separarían dragon egg. Okay, group number 1 is the Buddhas. Group number 2 is the dragon egg. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with the group number 1. If you chose group number 2, if you're catching this on the recording, you'll be able to go ahead and skip ahead. If you wanna watch both, go ahead and join us for both. If not, no hard feelings. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and call on my spirit team of the highest and best for our highest and best self. Working with the spirit team of everybody watching right now. What do we need to know for the full moon and Capricorn? So I'm seeing like, I'm hearing it's your time to shine, right? And I'm seeing this yellow energy, which is indicative of the solar plexus chakra, which is our action, our willpower, our desires, our overall will, and how we assert boundaries. With this Capricorn full moon being in the Cancer season, it's that mother-father role, the in the home, out of the home, boundaries, structure. It's a time of heightened intuition and emotion, a lot of empathy. Okay, so you may have to be asserting stronger boundaries with people. Things that used to fly before aren't flying anymore, and you're realizing how it's not serving you. Okay, so the solar plexus chakra gives us the ability to speak up and assert those boundaries in order to protect our feelings and our intuition. I'm seeing people doing like a lot of hard work. Like you've been just work, and you know, you feel like you're not reaping the rewards or you're not seeing the rewards. But with the message of it's your time to shine, it's like you're gonna start seeing the benefits of your work a lot sooner than you think, okay? After this full moon, things are gonna seem like they're starting to fall into play. I'm hearing like abundance is coming your way. Okay, so the Lover's in reverse, and then the Two of Swords, okay? So this could be a time where you've been guarding your heart. You know, you've been standing in blind faith, and you've been hurt before, and you have all of this mental energy going through your head, right? Should I, shouldn't I? You know, should I talk to this person? Shouldn't I talk to this person? You know, and really this is about a time of like going within and finding the answers within you and not searching outside of yourself. Got the Justice card, okay? So things that have felt like they were hurting you in the past, like past relationships or, you know, different thoughts that have been playing out for you, you're gonna finally feel like the balance and the justice that you've been searching for. You're gonna start to see it with this full moon, okay? With the illusions that are coming through, with the information that's gonna come forth, you're gonna start to see that it's not like how you were playing out in your head, okay? Got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, with it being in reverse, you know, she's over here focusing on what's in front of her and she's not seeing the two that are behind her, okay? So with it being in reverse, this, like I said, this is a time of where you're gonna start to reap your rewards. Like abundance is gonna come to you and it's gonna feel a little bit more balanced, like the scales of justice are tipping in your favor, okay? You're going to start to see that in your personal relationships too. But that's when you assert your boundaries and make sure that you're speaking up on your needs and getting the things that you want. Okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So again, she's like looking around and she doesn't even see all of the stuff that's in front of her. Like she's trying to see, you know, where are the crops, where's all this stuff, but really everything that you've been working for, it's right in front of you, okay? You've got to start going within and starting to see the fruits of your labor. I feel like some of you guys have been like overworking yourself, where you're not taking that time for you, where you're just constantly going and taking care of other people. And this is a time where you need to nurture yourself. I'm seeing like bumblebees, right? So the queen bee can rest because she knows that even when she's not working, the honey is still being made. Like you don't have to work 24/7 to know that the honey is being made, okay? So we got attachment, all right? So with the Cancer season and the full moon in Capricorn, you know, we need to release attachments to things. Release attachment to people, outcomes, habits, addictions, escaping, you know. Things that are a distraction for us, okay? And we want to let go of those distractions, okay? We also got deceit here. You know, where are you lying to yourself, or where are you trying to fool yourself, okay? Cancer season is a time of heightened intuition and empathy, okay? So the things that are happening in the dark, they're about to be revealed. And you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's why I was feeling that. Or, oh, okay, that makes more sense. That's why I was seeing that. Like spirit, your guides, they were trying to send you messages. And the truth is going to be revealed, okay? All that time you're sitting there putting in this work and feeling like, man, like I can't work much harder. It's all going to come to balance for you. Okay. I've got a man holding a heart and door to spirit. Okay. So this could be like you are deepening your relationship with your spiritual journey. All right. Whether it's religion or just spirituality. You're asking those questions. You're seeing what doesn't serve you anymore. You know, you're trying to figure out the things that you've been told and sift through it, okay, and see what makes sense for you. It's a lot of listening to your intuition and listening to the signs, okay? If you feel like you've been at a point of indecision, all right, with this full moon, the path is going to be illuminated for you. All of that balance and hard work is going to come out, and then you're going to see, like, you know, you've been stressing yourself out trying to choose a direction when you didn't have to. This is about, like, letting go of control and giving it to God, giving it to spirit, giving it to the universe, whatever you want to call it. You want to let it go and just let it flow. Okay, we got falseness. Again, like, people could be showing you a fake mask, or they could be telling you what you want to hear. They could be lying to you, making you feel like, oh, okay, everything's cool and gravy, but really, you know, there's something shady happening behind your back. And you know it, you feel it in your intuition. Oh, I just got chills. You know it's happening, right? But you could be lying to yourself because you have an attachment to people. You have an attachment to that person. You have an attachment to, you know, the chaos or the pain, all right? Okay, merchant and messenger, all right? You could be getting a message in the mail, or you could be ordering some stuff online, supporting local businesses, people selling stuff, making jewelry. You could be reaching out to people and you know, buying something for a friend, giving gifts. You know, oh, Father's Day just passed. Birthdays are coming up, celebrations. Let's see. I'm also seeing, like, those past people that you've been playing in your head, the indecision, the people that, you know, you've been attached to, or you've been, like, so worried about their outcomes, what they're doing, that you're going to be getting a message about that situation. You're going to be getting the clarity that you've been looking for. Okay, something's going to come up that you're going to have that aha moment, all right, through this full moon. And then you're going to get rid of the deceit. The door to spirit that came out, this is a time to really trust in your intuition, trust in the higher power, that everything is working out for your highest and best good, okay? Just because something's being removed or falling away does not mean that it's a bad thing. That's a protection, okay? If it wasn't meant for you, then it's got to be taken, all right? So things have to fall apart sometimes in order for something new to come through. Let's do this. With that Lovers card that came out, you know, this is a time of, like, self-care and self-love. You need to be making sure that your needs are being met, okay? And that you're not sacrificing the things that you want or need just to keep people around, just because you're afraid, just because you don't want to be alone, okay? You think, you know, people have these unhealthy attachments thinking that being with somebody is better than being on their own, okay? Got to have the confidence, all right? The confidence that you can fill your own cup, that you have your back, that you can provide all of the things that you need. When you stop searching outside of yourself and you start going within, then you'll be more fulfilled and you'll be happier. Disruption, all right? There could be changes that are happening this week with the full moon. All right, things that, like I said, you know, this is a time of asserting boundaries and trusting your intuition, seeing through the deceit, seeing through the falseness, okay? That when you're asserting your boundaries, when you are sticking up for the things that you want, that could cause a disruption, okay? not everything has to be bad, but if you don't speak up and say something, closed mouths don't get fed, okay? Nobody knows what you're thinking. Nobody's gonna know how to support you or love you or provide for you if you don't speak up, okay? And if that's not the status quo, if that's not the way you've been doing things, it could be ruffling some feathers. It could be causing those disruptions, okay? People aren't gonna like to hear you speak up and say, hey, I gotta do what's best for me, all right? Or the way that you're treating me is not good for me, all right? On the bottom is space, okay? This could be a time where you have to go, like, it is a time where you have to go within, but that could be meaning like you need physical space from people. You need time to collect your thoughts. You need time to sit in your feelings and really sort through the things that are being brought up for you during this time. Okay, I'm gonna pull from the surrender and self-care. Surrender your desire to control people, okay? It says being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, give the situation some breathing room. We were just talking about space and disruption, right? So with that Capricorn and full moon, that's that energy of, it is control, it is structure, it is limits, it is foundation, okay? But you know, you can't control other people. You can't control the outcomes. We pulled earlier the attachment, right? You got to let go of your attachment to the outcomes, attachment to trying to control the situation. And you got to go with the flow. You got to just let things be, all right? If it's meant for you, it will be. There's no need to force your will or try to control things. Surrender to joy and surrender to spirit. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy, okay? And then surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you, all right? Like I said, you know, earlier I was talking about how you've been sitting there working so hard and then you've been looking all around you, looking for the rewards, but you're trying to control so much that you just can't even let it in. So you got to surrender and let the divine. Give it to God, give it to the universe, and let what happens happen. Okay? Let's do the self-care, and then that will be it for group number 1, the resin Buddhas. Okay, how can we care for ourselves during this Capricorn full moon? Let's see if I can shuffle. Too many. All right, we've got get a massage, all right? You want to take some time out, take care of your body. You could be having more aches and pains than normal. I'm feeling some tightness like right here on my left shoulder. So you could be, like I said, getting a massage to work that out. A lot of stress that you've been carrying, especially if you're out of balance with your masculine and feminine qualities, okay? One side of the body is going to feel a little bit tighter than the other. All right, use your hands. You've got a lot of mental energy right now. You want to go ahead and get creative and get some of that anxiety or some of those worries out. Create something, make something, bake something, get in the kitchen, all right? And then the other thing we got there is spend time with animals, okay? you know, animals are there to help comfort us and bring us joy. If you don't have any animals, spend time with your friends' animals, and do what you can, I guess. Cuddle up with your cat or your dog, go for a walk, go out into nature. Okay, and then that is it for group number 1, the resin Buddhas. If the reading resonated with you, you could comment, share. You can hit my Cashapp and the Venmo and my link in the bio. And then that's it for my group number 1s, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and get started with group number 2, the separarían dragon egg, in just a second. That's awesome. That's what your discussion was just about. I'm psychic as fuck. Just kidding, but not really. I mean, I really am kidding. Okay. Group number 2, separarían dragon egg. All right. We're going to go ahead and take some deep breaths. Go ahead and recenter. Get some water. Okay. Let's see. Group number 2, the separarían dragon egg. What do we need to know for the full moon in Capricorn this week? For group number 2, I'm seeing a lot of red energy. Okay, so that's indicative of the root chakra. Home stability, again, but that's Cancer season, so security, how we're grounded, how we're rooted, our ancestors. We could be eating red, wearing red, seeing red, eating a lot of root type vegetables, or more like potatoes, stuff like that. You could be needing to spend some more time in nature, going out and like walking barefoot, either in like the sand or the grass, or spending time with plants. Either you're about to buy some new plants, or you're trying to get into taking care of plants, or you already have a bunch of plants, trying to make your succulents survive. I do not have a green thumb, so if that's you, good luck. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Swords, okay? So that's that mental energy that's been keeping you up all night. You've been sitting there worrying in your head, stressing yourself out, having a hard time letting go of things. You're letting the mental energy run rampant in your mind, okay? But you know, the Ace of Pentacles came out. So this is a time of new beginnings, new stability, new resources. You could be having money-making ideas. You could be starting a business. You could be making business plans, or transitioning from a current job into a different career, or at least looking. And then we also have the World card that came out, okay? This is new beginnings, new opportunities. It's got Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo on here, okay? You could be one of those signs, all right? You could be feeling like, kind of like the sky's the limit right now. Like you've been really putting in your work, and everything's about to pay off, all right? You've been focusing on all of the things that are right in front of you. You don't even see the goodness that's coming up, all right? You don't even realize how blessed you are. These are the things that like, you've been wanting for a while. It's like you've been praying and wishing and hoping, and those things that you've been praying for are about to come out for you. The Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is new passion projects, new romance, new spiritual endeavors, okay? You could be renewing your faith in certain things, getting interested in religion or spirituality, or you're searching for something bigger. You're searching for something bigger than yourself. You're looking for more meaning in your life and more joy and fulfillment, all right? And this is a time where your emotional cup is going to run over. Your spiritual cup is going to run over. It's a time of abundance. You know, the time of feeling like things are worse than they really are. That's going to be a time that's going to be past you, okay? For the full moon in Capricorn, you know, we're in Cancer season with the full moon in Capricorn. So it's the mother-father dynamics, you know, authority versus intuition and emotion, protection, being defensive, inner recognition versus outer recognition, how we're making our mark on the world. Oh, I'm sorry, love, I'm not doing individual polls. I'm only doing groups. So it's a collective reading, okay? It's, pick a crystal, or well, pick the dragon egg or the resin data. And right now we're with group number 2. Okay, caught in the ruins. All right, this is a time of, you know, you've been feeling like you're holding yourself back, or you feel like you've been held back. It's time to go within to find the answers. All right, the karmic trunch. So this is, with the Capricorn full moon, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn has to do a lot with our karmic lessons. All right, right now a lot of you could be clearing karmic lessons, deep karmic relationships, especially like regarding family, okay? You could be ending cycles, ancestral trauma, generational trauma, things that have been carried down in your family, and it's finally ending with you, okay? You're clearing out those karmic trenches, and you're releasing yourself from behind the gate. I'm hearing there's no time like the present. There's no time like the present, but the presents aren't peasants. So this is like, with that energy, it's like the gifts that you're about to receive are bigger than you could have ever imagined. It's not like you're going to be getting these little surprises. It's going to be like everything that you've ever wished for and more. There's no time like the present, but the present aren't presents. Yeah, it's like stop playing yourself small. Like dream bigger is what it is. Especially with that energy of being caught in the ruins. You've been limiting yourself severely. Okay, so we've got sigh and letter. Okay, you could be waiting on something. Like I said, you're waiting on your abundance. You're waiting for your turn. You're waiting for your time to shine. Okay, you could be receiving a letter in the mail about a promotion or an opportunity, something new coming up, maybe even a move. I'm seeing like a plane and like plane tickets. You could be traveling somewhere, looking to travel somewhere. Being invited to travel somewhere, you're waiting to go on vacation, or you're waiting for a big trip that's coming up. And then I'm also seeing like the death card. Okay, so this is, you know, you're going through a time of transformation. You're going through a time of growth. It feels like literal dying. You feel like you're not the same person that you were before. The things that were hitting before aren't hitting anymore. You're standing up for yourself in situations that maybe you didn't before. You're really making sure that you're rooted and that you're secure and that you're living in the present and that you're getting all of your needs fulfilled. I'm seeing like a watering can. Like one, it's like the person carrying the watering can, it's like the water was filled to the brim and it's like splashing all over as they're carrying it and they're struggling with it. And then I see like as they're coming up to like the plants, like they thought that they were just initially starting, okay, and they're like going to water it. And then as they get there, it's like all of the flowers that they were going to water are full bloom. And again, that's indicative of like the work that you've been seeing. It's like you think that you're a lot farther behind than you are. Like you don't see that you've been working for so long and that you just feel like you're missing out, like like time's passing you by and that you're not moving fast enough. And that's not the case at all. It's like you got to slow down and rest and really see that things have been happening behind the scenes for you, and you're really going to start to see the difference. Yeah, it's like this is a time of real growth and abundance for sure. You've been selling yourself short, holding yourself back in a way. Let's see. Let's pull a chakra card. You know, putting, like I was talking about the growth and putting in all that work. It's like I'm seeing this person where as they were working, like little seeds were falling out of their pocket. And when they went back to look for it, they're seeing like little 4-leaf clovers. Like a lot of unexpected luck and abundance. And I mean, and when I say abundance, I mean, I'm not just talking about financial. I'm talking about physical, emotional, spiritual, you know, your personal connections, right? Intelligence. You could be getting a lot of crown chakra activations right now. You could be getting tingling in your crown, a lot of aha moments, a lot of insights, a lot of like instant knowing. You could be also researching something new. You could be wanting to take a new course or a new certification, studying something. But mostly it's going to be it has to do with perception and those aha moments with your immediate surroundings. It's going to things are going to be a lot more clear than they ever were before. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. That's your willpower and your desire, our action, setting those boundaries and asserting ourselves, making sure that we are fulfilling those needs. Seeing, okay? You're going to be seeing things a lot clearly. You could be, again, having like tingling in the top of your head and your crown. You could be having pressure right here in your third eye or around your forehead. You could also be having like some sinus pressure and pressure in like the left side of your face right here. Right here is feeling like very tense for me right now. Somebody could be biting their tongue or like clenching their jaw out of stress is what I'm feeling. It's like people getting under your nerves or people like rubbing you the wrong way, and before you would let that shit slide and you'd be like, you know, it's just not worth it. But now you're seeing that, okay, no, wait a minute, I have to say something. I can't live like this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Okay, you're seeing the truth for what it is. You're seeing people's intentions for what they are. Yeah. Let's pull up our surrender cards. What do we need to know for the full moon in Capricorn? Surrender your fear of change, okay? It says the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or your relationship, your fear of aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith, all is well, okay? Like I said, surrender and give it up to the universe, all right? We also have surrender fear, okay? So fear in general. Are you afraid of being stuck? Are you afraid of being abandoned? Are you afraid of being rejected? All of those things, okay? Every time those feelings come up, you need to examine them, get curious with them. You know, if it doesn't feel so good or it brings up discomfort, you know, it's time to examine it a little bit more. Why is it making you feel like that? Why do you have an aversion to it? What is really happening on the inside, okay? Because once you get to the bottom of those things, once you get to the root of those causes, then you can really start healing and you can continue clearing those karmic cycles. You can continue clearing those karmic relationships, all right? Clearing that stuff is gonna feel like death. It's gonna feel like foreign actions to you. Like it's gonna feel uncomfy at first, but once you start doing it, and once you start asserting your boundaries, once you start going after the things that you actually want and need, you're gonna be in a lot better place. You're gonna be more fulfilled. You're gonna be more secure, more grounded. You're not gonna feel all over the place. You know, emotions could be running high right now with us being in Cancer season. A lot of emotional waters. Don't fight it, don't judge it, just lean into it. Lean into the discomfort. We're not our emotions, they're just indicators, or, you know, they're just signals of what's going on in the body, of what's happening in our human form. Okay, for the full moon in Capricorn, you know, you could be making a vision board. You're trying to set new goals, trying to make long-term plans, all right? Make a vision board. Put it up on your phone, or on make a Finsta, a fake Instagram, or a fake Twitter, or something like that, and post those things on there, okay? Make a Pinterest board or a board in your room. The more you see the things that you want to have, the more it's going to manifest in your reality. Movement, okay? Whenever you're having some intense emotions, good or bad, you know, move it through the body. Energy and emotion is energy in motion, okay? If it's not moving, it's stuck. If you're angry, you're sad, you're depressed or something like that, and you're not moving, working out, dancing, doing something, it's all just gonna stagnate in the body and it's gonna come out in physical pain, okay? The other thing you can do, connect with fire, all right? So with the full moon, it's all about release, okay? So things that are ruminating in your head, things that you're going back and forth on, things that are coming up that may be painful, or, you know, you thought that you wanted to say to someone, but really you don't. You just want to get it out. Write it out, put it in a burning bowl, give it up to the universe and release it, okay? Cut those cords. I'm going to end with an affirmation, and then we're going to end the reading. Okay. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy, okay? You have the power in your mind. You have control over your energy. If something starts to bring your vibration down, you can change it in your mind. You don't have to let it take control over you. You don't have to let it torment you. If something comes into your mind that's not useful or not helpful, you can separate it and envision a bubble. And envision this bubble that's basically holding all of the things that don't serve you, okay? And see yourself separately from the bubble of the things, all right? And, you know, as you're envisioning this bubble, you know, you're seeing like the black and the yuck and all of the things that are just heavy and dense. And then you can watch the bubble just float away. And it has nothing to do with you, and it doesn't have to be a part of your energy. You have that control. You can take the power in your mind. All right, appreciation. Appreciation dissolves all blocks to the present of my super attractor power. All right, the more you live in appreciation and gratitude, the more that it will be coming into your life. You'll have more to be appreciative of. All right, be happy with what you have, and then more will always come. Okie dokie. So that is it for the reading for group number 2 for the Dragon Separarían egg. This is it for the week of the full moon for Capricorn for our Goddess Gold. Thank you everybody for joining. And if you missed or just joined late, go ahead and catch the recording later. And I will see you guys next time. Love you.